am taking funicular? I don't know what you call it. I don't know much about Switzerland. This whole thing happened in the last minute. I call it a train. It's a mountain train. They call it something else. Going way up high in a mountain, and then I'm switching to a gondola, going higher than that, to a trailhead, where I'm gonna start my hike up to the Fluhalp Hut. That's way up high in the Alps. I'll be spending the night there. It overlooks the Matterhorn and the surrounding peaks, so should be pretty epic. Let's go. Bar I've ever seen in my life. Let's have a drink. Cheers. So I just went paragliding, which was insane, by the way. But I was talking to the instructor about the local Ibex colonies. You know, Europe, Switzerland, they've lost a lot of their wildlife due to just hundreds of years of human development. But a lot of it recently has returned, and Ibex colonies are still thriving here in Switzerland. I was asking the instructor about them. He sees them every now and then in this area, which would be awesome to see. I think they're one of the coolest looking animals in the world. And I said, you know, why are they still so high up on the cliffs with no natural predators? There's no bears here for the most part. There's no mountain lions. Why don't they exist lower down, like in the forest? Why don't they adapt? He said it might have something to do with just the general temperature. But he said there is one bit of a predator, and that's the vultures. He said the vultures will swoop down and push the ibex off the cliff and then go eat them when they're dead. My God, that's brutal. If I was an ibex, I'd move down to the forest to avoid all that. There's my hut, hiking up there. Thank you. Okay, this is surreal. Oh wait, maybe I should be quiet. It's a quiet place. This is a very unique hotel room. This is my first European hut, Switzerland Alp hut experience ever. So I'll be spending the night here. I have a Matterhorn view, which is ridiculous. Dinner is served at 6:30. We have assigned seating. So I'm new to all that. I have no idea what to expect from any of that. But let me see if I can get yet another beer. Right? I go only so far before I find another hut where I can get beer. And now I'm at the next one. Cheers. That was a bad pour. What's happening? I'm just gonna go on a short hike here, I think, to see if I can get a good view of the glacier that's in back of the hut. To a great viewpoint of the glacier. I'm not convinced that that trail there is going to crumble down and kill me horrifically. So yeah, there's the glacier there. You can see the valley that the paragliding instructor earlier today was talking about to me when we were flying. You can see like the ridge line that it created when it carved out this valley. I'm not sure I felt more alive in my life than this moment right now. Look at this. Oh my God. Wow, there's the hut in back of me. Wow. Swiss Alps, baby. This is it's the coolest place I think I've ever sat and relaxed. Best view ever. It's moments like these that just remember for the rest of your life. Here in the heart of the Swiss Alps. Grateful. You know, I just want to say, growing up, my mom talked about the Swiss Alps so often. She came here when she was young, spent some time here. Grew up watching The Sound of Music, hearing her stories. So to be here, you know, almost kind of living her history and almost fulfilling a childhood dream and just something that didn't seem attainable when I was young. To be here now at 35, can't believe I'm 35, but it's so surreal. It's a dream come true. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Julie Andrews, shout out Julie Andrews, shout out my mom, shout out everybody who loves the sound of music. Sometimes I feel a lot like Marie, especially right now. All right, it's time to head back. Got to sit up here in this ridge, drop off on both sides, wildflowers, alpine landscape, overlooking a glacier, the Matterhorn on one side, glacier on the other. Gonna head back for dinner, They told me do not be late. So see how that goes.
I don't think there will be any return journey for Rotor.
On one hand, it's low-key easy to hike all these trails up here, this elevation. On the other hand, it's high-key really difficult to breathe. You don't go anywhere in Switzerland without a swing set. Houses, warehouses, restaurants, huts, up at 1,000,000 feet. Hey!
Well, I just had one of the most interesting dinners of my life. It was amazing. I sat next to a woman from Japan. She was in Tokyo. We had assigned seating, so you sit where you sit, and you got to get to know people. Person across me was from Japan. There was a boy from South Korea, and then there was a couple from France. The food was great too, 4 courses. But what a cool experience. Wow.
Just heading down to the lake here. It's supposed to be a picturesque spot. I really wish I filmed more during that dinner, but I just couldn't. But it was just so cool. Everyone there is from a different country with a different perspective on things, and something I'll always remember.
Absolutely wild place to sleep. Oh my god. That's the view. Good morning. Wow. This is the quietest night of all time. Not a peep.
Cheese. Just had breakfast, coffee, cheese, of course. Plan for today is to just backtrack, hike all the way down to where the gondola is, take the gondola down to the incredibly steep mountain train, back down to Zermatt. What a place to wake up to. What a view to wake up to. I'll remember this forever. Morning coffee in the Alps. It'd be awesome to see an Ibex up on one of these cliffs. There goes my new friend from Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Okay, I'm leaving Fluhalp Hut. It was an unforgettable experience, something I'm gonna just remember forever. Got to meet some really great people and had a perfect mix of serenity and peacefulness and beautiful sights and sounds and smells, and also a great social aspect that's missing from so many of my other trips. So this was a great change of pace. So now I gotta hike a couple miles down. I think I just saw a marmot. A couple miles down to the gondola. See how there's like an orange hint on that glacier there? That's actually sand blown in from the Sahara Desert, which is wild. Just say goodbye to a buddy I met from South Korea. And this morning, the couple from France came by my room to say goodbye. So, you know, that's what this is all about. It's about meeting different people and exposing yourself to different walks of life. Something I may not necessarily be known for, but I am now, so ha. At least that's what some people might say. Like Maggie, she might say that about me. Okay, I'm back in Zermatt. This concludes the trip. You know, this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience I'm going to remember forever. So thank you so much for watching, being a part of it. What a cool place to end up here in Zermatt. Maybe the coolest town I've ever been in my life. No cars allowed, so have a coffee and then take a specialized taxi that are allowed. A specialized taxi down to the nearest town where I can pick up my car and head back. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.